polishers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys the Essie 2015 Neons collection. I was really excited about these because there are so many brands coming out with neons this year. I was very eager to see what the Essie collection was going to look like. The overall theme of this collection is music festivals and very boho chic. So here is the collection. Let's take a look at each one. So before we get started, I'm going to be using my Nail Envy nail strengthener as a base coat, and I've actually read some reviews on this collection that it's a little bit streaky and difficult to work with. So I'm going to be adding one coat underneath each swatch of the natural nail base coat, and this is really just to pump up the neon and make it really bright. Just think of it as undies for your nail polish, and I'll link both of these down below just in case you're interested in purchasing them. First up is Groove is in the Heart. Who remembers that song from the 90s from that band Delight? I totally remember that song. They played it on the radio all day long. So this is like a rose pink. It's not quite a neon, but it is very bright. So this is the second coat of Groove is in the Heart, and this is definitely a bright pink. I wouldn't say it's very neon, and the white undies base coat is really helping make this pink brighten up. So this is two coats of Groove is in the Heart. This is a gorgeous pink for summer. It's very bright, perfect for a day by the pool. And I think you can totally get away with not using the white undies base coat just because this is a very bright pink. So I wanted to do a dupes comparison with other pink Essies that I own in my collection. This is Groove is in the Heart that we just swatched. This one is Spaghetti Strap. And this one is Fiji. And as you can tell, they all look pretty similar side to side in the bottles, maybe a shade or two lighter. But as you can see when they are swatched, they all look very different. Groove is in the Heart is the brightest of the trio. Spaghetti Strap is more of a blush pink, it's very sheer. And Fiji is much more of a baby pink. Up next is Coacha'Bella, and I love the name of this polish. It is in honor of the music festival Coachella in California. This is a beautiful bright magenta. So this is the second coat of Coacha'Bella, and I can totally see how this would be difficult to work with. Even with the white undies base coat, it's a little bit streaky. So I decided to add a third coat just because this color is very difficult to work with. It's very streaky, and it just needed that third coat to even out and make everything look pretty. So this is three coats of Coacha'Bella. It's a little disappointing because this is such a beautiful bright magenta fuchsia pink, but this is a very high maintenance polish. It does require three coats because the formula is difficult and it doesn't self-level well. So here is my dupes comparison. As you can tell, I have quite a few colors in my collection that look very similar to Coacha'Bella. So this is Coacha'Bella. Right next door is The Girls Are Out, and as you can tell, this has a lot of shimmer in it, so that's a big difference there. But the shades do look very similar. This one is Flowerista, and this is from the Essie 2015 Spring Collection this year. And this one over here is Big Spender. So on the swatch sticks, you can tell they are actually very different from each other. Coacha'Bella is the brightest of the four, and The Girls Are Out does have that shimmer, but it is the closest to Coacha'Bella. Flowerista turned out to be a much more deep plum color, and Big Spender is much more of a medium purple. Up next is Vibrant Vibes, and this is a very punchy neon lime. So this is the second coat of Vibrant Vibes, and it almost didn't even need a second coat because the white undies base coat just made this color really pop. So this is 2 coats of Vibrant Vibes. You could totally get away with just using 1 coat if you use the natural nail base coat underneath. This is a gorgeous, beautiful color. I'm so loving it. It reminds me of a delicious frozen margarita. So here's my dupes comparison. This one is Vibrant Vibes, and this one over here is vice versa. As you can see, they both look very similar. Vibrant Vibes looks maybe a hint lighter. And on the swatch sticks, you can tell that they are very similar, but Vibrant Vibes is just a shade lighter than vice versa. They both dry very matte because they are both neon-y colors, so you will need a shiny top coat to make them pop. And now we have Melody Maker, which is a bright teal that leans a lot toward green. So this guy was very streaky on the first coat, kind of difficult to work with, but I'm applying a super thick coat and I'm going to do some cleanup after. But this is evening out and leveling out. So first coat was very streaky, but this second coat is going to do the trick. So this is 2 coats of Melody Maker. I would say the formula on this was okay. It was pretty streaky on the first coat. And then when I tried to apply a thicker coat, it just kind of flooded my cuticles, wasn't very easy to work with, so I had to do a lot of cleanup. I wouldn't exactly rush to put this on my nails again, but it is a gorgeous teal and it reminds me of a beautiful peacock. So here are my dupe comparisons. This is Melody Maker. Right next door we have Naughty Nautical, and this is from the Essie Summer 2013 collection, so it's an oldie. Over here is Garden Variety, which is from this year's Spring Essie collection. So here are the swatches, and as you can tell, Melody Maker and Naughty Nautical are very close in color. The only difference is Naughty Nautical has a bunch of shimmer in it, and Garden Variety is more of a teal leaning toward blue, but I threw it in there so you guys could see the difference between a greenish teal and a bluish teal. Coming up is Make Some Noise, and this is actually what the collection is named. This color was a little difficult for me to describe. I've seen it described as a lagoon blue, as a Caribbean blue, but I'm actually going to go ahead and describe it as an electric Smurf blue. So this is the second coat of Make Some Noise, and the formula on this Papa Smurf is a lot easier than the previous color. So this is 2 coats of Make Some Noise. It is coming out a little bit darker on camera. In person it is much more electric, and this is a good neon. So here's my dupes comparison of these 2. This is Make Some Noise, and right next to him is Strut Your Stuff from the Summer 2014 collection. Now as you can see, they look very similar. So here are the swatches, and as you can see, Strut Your Stuff on the right is a shade lighter, so it leans a bit more toward aqua. I would say that Make Some Noise is Strut Your Stuff's older brother. So I just wanted to add that I did have some pretty crappy staining with removal of Make Some Noise, so just be careful when you're taking this guy off. And last but not least is All Access Pass. This is a beautiful purple blue indigo. So this is 2 coats of Make Some Noise, and the formula on this one is not that great. Very streaky, very thick, a little difficult to work with, but I think with 2 coats, 2 very thick coats, we've got it covered. So this is 2 thick coats of Make Some Noise. And this guy is a streaker, very difficult to work with. It did even out after 2 coats, but it was not easy to apply. It's a shame because this color is just so beautiful and bright. So here's my dupes comparison. This guy over here is All Access Pass. Right next door we have Sweet Retreat, and this is from this year's Essie's Resort collection. And over here is Chills and Thrills from last year's Too Taboo collection, which was their neon collection. So here are the swatch sticks, and as you can tell, All Access Pass and Chills and Thrills do look the most similar. Chills and Thrills, however, leans more toward a cobalt blue, and Sweet Retreat ended up being more of a medium purple. The good news about All Access Pass is it had no staining with removal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this collection. My 2 favorites were Groove is in the Heart and Vibrant Vibes. Don't forget to leave me a comment below letting me know which color was your favorite. As always, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. You can also check out my blog where I post daily, nailpolishpursuit.com. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. A big welcome to all of my new subscribers, and until next time, stay strong in your pursuit.